I would like to welcome all of you to Riga, to beautiful building of National Library of Latvia. It's a great honor for us to host the WAPES European Region Conference 2025 here in Riga. The main topic of our conference is defending the future, effective workforce development to deliver better recruitment, retention and reintegration outcomes for the defense and security sectors. For the opening of our conference, I would like to give the floor for the Minister of Welfare of Latvia, Mr. Reinis Uzulnieks. You are welcome. The floor is yours.
Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as Evita said, welcome everybody to Riga. It is a great honor to open European Regional Conference organized by the World Association of Public Employment Services and Latvian State Employment Agency. We meet at a challenging time when geopolitical developments and security issues directly influence employment and skills policies. Latvia SPES has long cooperated with the National Armed Forces, the National Guard, the Border Guard, and this partnership must continue to grow. Together, we must adapt services to defense and security needs and help former military personnel successfully integrate in civilization life. In today's interconnected world, employment policy must align closely with defense and security strategies, especially as we face challenges such as artificial intelligence, hybrid threats, and cybersecurity. Our goal is a secure and resilient society supported by skilled professionals. This conference gives us the opportunity to share best practices and explore how public employment services can attract talent to the defense and security sectors. Cooperation with defense companies and educational institutions is a key for designing training programs in areas such as logistics, cybersecurity, engineering, drone technologies, and IT maintenance. Equally important is supporting workforce transitions through regional mobility and active labor market measures. Job fairs organized by the Latvian PES and cooperation with defense institutions already help connect employers with skilled candidates. We also rely on strong labor market forecasting systems to anticipate skills needs and guide our effort effectively. Finally, I would like to thank WAPES and the Latvian Public Employment Agency for organizing this event. I wish all participants a productive and inspiring conference, but unfortunately I have to excuse myself because in half an hour I will have another conference. So have an exciting day and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Uzulnieks. And now I would like to give the floor Parliamentary Secretary of Ministry of Defense of Latvia, Ms. Liena Gātere. Please, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Latvia on behalf of Ministry of Defense. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the State Employment Agency of Latvia and to the World Association of Public Employment Services for organizing this very important regional conference. Our discussion today focuses on critical topic, how to defend the future by developing effective workforce for recruitment and retention in the defense sector. So allow me to share some insights from the security environment of Latvia and our approach. As you know, we are located on the eastern flank of NATO. We're sharing frontiers with Russia and Belarus. So this places us at the heart of Europe's security landscape and challenges. And because of this, we are fully committed to NATO's collective defense, and strengthening our armed forces is the top priority for us. We are investing in new weapons, reinforcing our borders, developing advanced technologies like our drone army, and of course, we are growing our armed forces. And we're very lucky that we have several thousands of NATO troops servicing here in Latvia, and their presence strengthens our defense and allows us to learn and work closely with our allies. We're a small country with only 1.9 million citizens, but our goal is to grow our army to at least 60,000 soldiers. To achieve this, we have introduced our mandatory military service. And our mission is to make the mandatory service, the National Guard, and our armed forces in general more inclusive and more appealing to all segments of society, including women. Serving in the Latvian armed forces or contributing to the defense sector is a patriotic duty, so we want everyone to feel valued and welcome. So at the same time, Latvia is focused on modernizing our armed forces with advanced high-tech capabilities, especially in cyber defense, in surveillance, and in drones. I think our drone army project is a prime example of how we are integrating innovative technologies into our defense strategy. So these efforts ensure that Latvia remains agile, effective, and in a rapidly evolving security landscape. But at the heart of Latvia's total defense approach is building a strong society and a strong local defense industry. And total defense means that everyone in society plays a part, not just the military. So every citizen can contribute by serving, by volunteering, and by supporting the local defense companies. To foster this mindset, we run public awareness campaigns, we run training, and we have also introduced a national defense education in our secondary schools. These initiatives emphasize that defense is not just a military responsibility, but a civic one, helping to build a strong spirit and willingness to protect our country. Simultaneously, we are working hard to grow our local defense industry, so that at least 30% of our military equipment comes from Latvian manufacturers. Our goal is for this sector to make up at least 3% of our GDP by 2028, and maybe eventually growing to 5% in the future. So this growing industry creates exciting career opportunities in engineering, cybersecurity, and advanced technologies, linking national security with innovation, jobs, and economic growth. So to realize all of these goals, recruiting and retaining skilled personnel is essential, and cooperation with public employment services is crucial. So at the Ministry of Defense, we deeply value our partnership with Latvia State Employment Agency in recruiting both civilian and military personnel. Thanks to our joint efforts to support soldiers' social guarantees and help with reintegration into civil employment, 70% of retired soldiers find jobs within 3 months. So we look forward to deepening this cooperation and sharing best practices at this conference to strengthen our defense workforce across Europe. So, honorable participants, let us seize this opportunity at this important conference to forge new partnerships between the defense and public employment sectors by sharing our knowledge, experiences, and best practices on recruitment, retention, reintegration. We are not just building stronger armed forces, we are strengthening the very foundation of our societies. So every effort we make here today is an investment in peace, security, and resilience. So thank you for your attention and for your dedication. and your commitment. And once again, welcome to Latvia.
Thank you very much, Ms. Gatere. And now I would also like to address some words about and welcome you to this conference. And once again, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to see you in Latvia, in the premises of National Library, a place that symbolizes knowledge and continuity. We live in the time when the boundaries between defense and economy, security and employment, technology and humanity are becoming increasingly fluid. We are facing security challenges that we have not experienced for generations. We are witnessing a revolutionary technological leap in the field of defense. New weapon systems, autonomous technologies, cybersecurity platforms, everything is entering our everyday lives at an incredible speed. Along with them, new professions are also emerging. The main question, who will operate those systems, who will maintain the technologies, we will make decisions at critical moments. The answer is simple: people. People with knowledge, skills, loyalty, and the ability to make decisions in difficult situations. European employment services are building a bridge between these new realities and people potentials. Our role is fundamental. National security is ensured by people. Employment, security, and loyalty are closely related concepts. A person who feels safe in his country, who has a job, social support, and the opportunity to develop, is the foundation of the strong state. Speaking of those involved in the service, they need not only technical excellence, but also ethical stability, strategic thinking, a deep sense of belonging to their country and Europe. The State Employment Agency works closely with the National Armed Forces, organizing meetings with job seekers. Cooperation is regular at job fairs throughout Latvia. We help young people see a career in security sector as an opportunity. New professions require new skills, not only technical, but also hybrid skills, digital competence with critical thinking, programming with ethics, technical excellence with the ability to cooperate internationally. It's not enough to just attract talents, we must also be able to retain them. Competition for specialists is fierce. The private sector offers higher salaries, but we can offer a higher purpose. The feeling that your work protects people, the future of the country, the security of Europe. This dimension of values is our competitive advantage. Retention also means continuous development. Specialists need to feel that they are growing professionally, that their career path is clear and motivating. And then comes reintegration, an often forgotten but critical element. People who have given years of service have accumulated a huge amount of experience. Their skills are valuable in the civilian job market. In logistics, project management, crisis management, cybersecurity. Our task is to help them recognize their talents and find a new purpose. Reintegration is not just a social support, it is a strategic investment. This conference is about learning from each other, about exchanging ideas, building cooperation, a common vision, but above all, about the fact that we all believe. A strong Europe is one in which every person finds their place and feels that their work matters. Dear ladies and gentlemen, once again, warmly welcome to this wet and not very nice weather city Riga. May this conference be inspiring, productive, and mindful for all of us. Thank you very much. And now, I would like to give the floor to Ms. Greta Metka Barbos-Ščerbić, President of WAPES and Director General of Employment Service of Slovenia. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, dear members and partners, dear friends, it's really a true honor for me to welcome you all on behalf of WAPES to our European Regional Conference here in beautiful Riga. Allow me first to thank Minister Uzulnekis and Parliament Secretary Ms. Gatere for their strong words of support and for highlighting the national commitment to these issues. And a special thank goes to Ms. Evita Simpson, Director General of the State Employment Agency of Latvia, for her warm welcome and for hosting us with such dedication. And of course, big thanks to my WAPES secretary team. This conference addresses a matter that is not only topical but urgent. Across Europe, defense and security are again in the forefront of public debate. Yet behind every discussion on budgets or capacity stand people, individuals who serve their families and the communities that support them. Their journeys, whether entering service, sustaining long careers, or reintegrating afterwards, are at the heart of our work. Public employment services can and must be partners in these journeys. We bring expertise in labor market transitions, in skills development, and in building bridges to employers. These capacities are essential if we are to strengthen recruitment, improve retention, and ensure successful reintegration for those who have served. As Director General of the Employment Service of Slovenia, I can share that these issues are also very present in my own country. Slovenia is exploring how PES can better collaborate with the armed forces and police, how to engage young people in meaningful careers, and how to support reintegration after service. I am pleased that later today my colleague Živa Stiglitz will present a concrete example of this work and show how Slovenia is building partnerships that truly make a difference. I would also like to highlight that today and tomorrow we are joined not only by policymakers and practitioners, but also by active and retired members of the military. Your presence and input at the conference will make our discussions far more authentic and grounded in real experience. It reminds us that behind every policy there are human stories, challenges, and successes. Our conference is structured around 3 pillars: recruitment, retention, and reintegration. They form the life cycle of a career in defense and security, but they also reflect wider labor market realities. The need to attract people, to invest in their skills, and to support them in transitions. Over the next 2 days, we will hear from outstanding experts and practitioners who will bring new ideas and concrete practices to inspire us all. I want to stress that WAPES is an organization of members for members. What makes us strong is the willingness to share openly, to learn from each other, and to carry solutions home. This conference is another step in that journey. With this, it is my pleasure to hand over to my colleague, Mr. Mehmet Altun, Vice President of WAPES for the European region, who will continue our opening remarks. I wish you all an inspiring and productive conference. Thank you.
Honorable Minister, distinguished WAPES President, esteemed WAPES Secretary General, dear colleagues and distinguished guests, it is both an honor and privilege on behalf of the Turkish Employment Agency, İşkur, and WAPES to welcome you all to the WAPES European Regional Conference in Riga. I would like to begin by sincere thanking our host, the State Employment Agency of Latvia, for their warm hospitality and their excellent organization of this meaningful gathering. Their perspectives, I would also like to thank Minister Reynes, Ms. Greta, and the representatives of the Ministry of Defense, Getera, and Ms. Evita for their insightful and inspiring remarks. Their perspectives have set a clear direction for our discussion today, underlining the importance of partnership, preparedness, and shared responsibility. In my brief remarks, I would like to touch upon a few points that complement these valuable insights from the perspective of Turkey and İşkur. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this conference invites us to explore new and timely dimensions of public employment policies. In an era marked by uncertainty, conflicts, and rapid technological transformation, the cooperation between public employment services and the defense and security sectors become crucial, not only for maintaining stability, but also for protecting livelihoods, fostering resilience, and preparing our societies for the future world of work. At İşkur, we recognize that ensuring the future, meaning building economic and social resilience through human capital. As Turkey's public employment service, we have long prioritized policies that strengthen our workforce, promote inclusive participation, and support vulnerable groups during times of change. Indeed, the defense and security sectors, driven by innovation and advanced technologies, require a highly skilled and adaptable workforce, ensuring that qualified personnel can keep pace with constantly evolving technologies and that existing workers are equipped with new competencies is a shared responsibility of our institutions. In Turkey, this approach has significantly contributed to making our defense industry one of the most respected and rapidly advancing sectors worldwide, a field that not only strengthens national security, but also generates high-skilled employment, technological innovation, and international recognition. Therefore, İşkur is actively supporting this transformation through reskilling and upskilling programs, digital training platforms, and partnerships that align labor market with national strategic priorities. As we reflect on these efforts, it is also important to underline the role of WAPES in shaping this shared vision. In this collective endeavor, WAPES plays a crucial role as a global platform that connects public employment services, facilitates mutual learning, and promotes innovative responses to emerging labor market challenges. By bringing together institutions from different regions and sectors, WAPES enables us to transform national experiences into collective progress, ensuring that our cooperation today strengthens the future of work and social cohesion for all. Ladies and gentlemen, by fostering such cooperation, we believe that public employment services can play a vital role in bridging the gap between technology and talent, turning the challenges of transformation into opportunities for growth and stability. Together, through collaboration and shared vision, we can help build a more secure, and resilient tomorrow for our societies. Moreover, beyond the technical discussions, this conference is also an opportunity to strengthen dialogue and deepen cooperation among our institutions. By sharing our experiences, exchanging best practices, and learning from one another, we can turn ideas into action, building stronger partnership and identifying practical ways to prepare our labor markets for the challenges ahead. Together, we can contribute to a more resilient, forward-looking Europe, one that protects not only jobs, but also the sense of stability and solidarity that defines our shared vision. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you all a fruitful, engaging, and inspiring conference. Thank you.
Dear colleagues, thank you for your opening remarks. And before we move on to our discussions, I would like to draw your attention to some practical information. Please use the library free Wi-Fi connection. Agenda is available in your conference pack and on screen through the event. Photos and videos will be taken through the event for WAPES communication and social media. By attention, you have consented to be photographed and featured in official materials. And please don't forget to use our hashtags in your social media. And next slide, sorry, I'm late. And here you can find QR codes for our WhatsApp group and the agenda. And please follow the links and use them for your convenience. Thank you. And one more crucial thing, if you need to leave the premises, please use the back doors. Thank you. And now, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Tomas Pildigovic. He's an expert in geopolitical situation, or overall in geopolitics, and he's advisor of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Latvia. And Thomas, I would like to ask you for the keynote speech.